Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome for your pick a card reading. Welcome to the channel. Today we are here to connect with the energy of the soul and shadow. What you need to address and face when it comes to these two energies. For this reading, we are going to have three piles: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number 1. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. So if you connected pile number 1, what is the energy surrounding the soul and shadow? We have honor Gaia and protect the wild and green. So the energy that is coming in your shadow side, okay, it has an interesting thing in here is because I think you need to have in consideration that when you disrespect yourself, you do disrespect Gaia as well. And when you disrespect Gaia, you disrespect yourself. So there is a connection in here between you, your soul, and the whole universe, where you have to ask yourself, is it good enough? Be it something that you're doing to yourself or whatever you're receiving, there's an energy in here of recognizing your essence, your power, your colors for what it is, not based in what other people are giving you. Because what I'm feeling in here is that you're not receiving a lot, but you're giving it a meaning, like if that's everything. So there's an energy of depleting yourself, not honoring who you are by feeling content with what someone else is giving you. And it doesn't matter what we are talking about, if it's feelings, if it is something material, if it is something related with financial energy, whatever it is, there's no equal relationship. There's an energy of two people not able to see eye to eye because one is taking more than what they are actually giving. So there is a need in here of you recognizing the value that does exist in yourself. So what we have in here in the shadow energy for you, pile number 1, is that you need to address the simple fact that you're not valuing yourself. You're not honoring yourself. You're not recognizing that you're worthy of everything that you require and expect from the universe. And in this case, from society, from the people that surround you, from the community. So whatever you are giving to the world needs to be ready to pay for it. So for certain people, pay, once again, could be related with the energy of financial exchange. For other people, will be the way we treat each other in a relationship, be it a love relationship, be it a friendship, be it a work relationship, whatever it is, we need to be equal. When we are not equal, it's just for the simple fact that maybe today you need me more and I will give you what you need. But tomorrow, I might not be in the same place as you. I need you to step up, allow me to go back, for you to support me in rising again. So it's extremely important for you to bring into light the energy of no, you not honoring who you really are, or you not honoring yourself, not giving yourself the energy of being entitled to more, not giving yourself the liberty of receiving what actually is important for you. I'm going to give you an example in here, pile number 1, when we are talking about honoring yourself. There is an energy, for example, that let's say that I'm going to give you an example as a healer, okay? Let's say that you're a healer and you're a great one, but you're charging maybe for your readings, let's say $50, okay? You might feel that that's a lot, but actually, I wouldn't even dare to say that you feel that it is a lot. I know that you know that whatever you're sharing with the world, it's more than what people are paying. So if you charge more than that, if you do increase your price, let's say from 50 to 100 or for 50 to 75, whatever it is, what I'm feeling is you need to stop thinking about what other people needs, what other people are needing, but what really is important for you. It's not the money, but the work you're producing, the value that you're bringing to their lives. And one thing is for sure, when we have this energy of honor Gaia in the shadow energy, it's just telling me that it's like the air that we breathe. There is something that you are sharing with the world. It might not be air, but it might be your wisdom. People might not see it as something important till it ceases to exist in their life. So in here, I'm going to compare it with air. We take it for granted because it's there. We are just breathing. Till we find ourselves in a place where we can't breathe, this is where we start thinking that, oh my God, I should value the trees. I should plant a tree. I should protect a tree. And this is just an example of you not honoring who you really are and what you're giving to the world. It's something amazing and you should be paid for it. You might not be able to reach everyone, but you need to be in the position of reaching the people that are needing you, they are waiting for you, and they are willing to pay for it. Because you are everything they are needing right now. All other energies, they will always be there. They just need to wait for their chance to grab your attention. But apart of that, do a promotion every now and then, but do not set your price to the lowest. Set it to the highest because you deserve it. The earth upon which you dwell is more than just a rock, covered in water, stone, and dirt. The earth beneath your feet, the mountains, the forests, the rivers, lakes, oceans, and the air that you breathe are all part of the magical living entity that is Gaia. She is our eternal mother, our provider, and our home. Gaia gives us life. Without her, we would not be. Honor Gaia by seeing the truth of what she is. Honor Gaia by loving her as you love yourself. So what you need to be addressing and bringing to light right now is your true color, your essence, your value, your worth. It's time for you to actually ask yourself who you are till you find different words and a better way of adjusting this information. This is what we are going to give you to support you. You are Gaia. You are the provider, not a provider. You are the provider. So you need to bring to light who you are. You are a mother. You are a protector. You are Gaia. So honor yourself. Because when you touch something, you do give it life. So respect your own boundaries by recognizing who you really are. A source of light, a source of hope. Connected with the energy of your soul, this is a gift that you already have, but sometimes you might struggle within it. Because even gifts do have lessons. And the energy that we have in here is protect the wild and green. And it's interesting because the shadow and the soul, they're pretty much talking about the same thing. Honor Gaia, protect the wild and green. Protect the one that lives as a tree, that is always giving, 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 and giving. So, what we need to expect from someone that is giving, giving, and giving, it's souls at least that will be watering this tree. We are not asking too much. It's just from the tree that you're taking, almost everything, at least give it a tiny bit of water. And that will be the contribution to make sure that this tree doesn't die, because it's just giving, 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 and it's not receiving. So your soul comes with the strength based in an energy that talks about the power that already lives inside you. And if sometimes you're not able to connect with it, remember, inside you, there's already an energy of being the guardian and the light of the universe. You are a guardian of the earth and all who share it, the trees, the animals, the birds, insects, and inhabitants of the ocean blue. It is time to play an active role in protecting and preserving the wild and the green by being aware of and limiting your impact upon the natural world. This world is not yours to possess. It is a gift given to you and your children. Tread gently, tread with care, and walk with love. Remember, your relationship with the world is a symbolic one, which means, as a human being, you need to make sure that you do protect yourself. As a source of light, as a source of abundance, you need to make sure that although you are aware that from your soul, from your side, the energy just shows up and is ready to share with the world, remember, take care of your needs. Because when you're taking care of your needs, you are protecting as well, not just who you are, but everything that is important for you. And that includes making sure that although you are a gifter, although you are a source of giving to others, recognize when it's important that you don't wait for someone to give you something for you to be able to re-energize yourself. Make sure you bring balance in your actions. Allow yourself to give, but as well to receive. And when no one is giving to you, give it to yourself by bringing balance in everything that you do and share. So when we bring together the energy of the soul and the shadow, it's important for you to remind yourself, respect your boundaries by recognizing that what needs to come to light is that you are overgiving. And what needs to be worked on is the energy of respecting yourself and giving to your own self even before others are willing to do so. As you do that, you will be teaching others to pretty much, even before they take, they will bring something into the table. How can you support yourself to bring balance to these two energies in here, on top of everything that I've already said? You have the energy of be patient. That is something that I noticed because the item that you chose, it's a diamond, okay? You have a diamond in here. We have honor Gaia, protect the wild and green, and be patient. Like a diamond, you're shaping yourself. So you need to be patient to learn what are your limits and what are your priorities as well. So when you're shaping a diamond, I'm pretty sure that you just don't do it one go. It is a process that takes time for you to give life to what you want. So make sure that you use the same process of shaping a diamond to shape your world, your heart, your feelings, your life, because you are precious. So, what we need to bring into the table right now with this energy of bringing balance to this both energies, shadow and soul, we need to work with energy of patience. We need to work with your capacity of being patient. And this is what you have to learn from this energy. When the energy of being patient is coming to the table, it's telling that now is not the time to act. Now is a time to show self-restraint, to be patient and wait. Do not let your desire for an outcome or resolution result in one that is not to your liking because you forced it to manifest before it was time. Trust that all will be as it meant to be. When it is meant to be still. Let go of all frustration and impatience, and remember that good things come to those who wait. So, the information that I'm receiving by seeing to all the cards and listening to what the spirit guides are just sharing is that you are already in the process of changing the dynamic of your surroundings. But it is important to remember that not all changes are able to manifest in the physical realm as soon as you touch it. Things are happening behind the curtains, but they are happening. So be patient and allow yourself to see your life unfolding in a beautiful way. So for people that might be saying, okay, you've told me this, maybe not me, but let's say you might be saying, everyone says the same thing, but I'm tired. I've been doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe right now you don't need to do anything else. You just need to pay attention to what you already done and ask yourself, was it worth it? Should I keep it in my life or should I release it? So pretty much what you need to consider, especially for people that are not vibrating that energy of, you know what, I'm ready to move forward because I know that shaping a diamond is not easy, but I am willing to trust the process and allow it to unfold. So for people that are not trusting the process and they are not pretty much effort, my suggestion would be ask yourself, do you already recognize inside you there is something that is not working? So ask yourself, are you valuing yourself? And if you say yes, my question would be, are you valuing yourself enough? Because what I feel in here is that the measures that you're taking, they might not be good enough because you're still allowing people to take more from you than what they are giving. So my question would be, who is surrounding you then? Ask yourself, am I giving to the right people? Did I kept in my life the right people? Whatever it is, trust that in the moment that you recognize what is not working for you and you bring light to that darkness, you will be able to pick and choose what is right for you and after invest to allow this change to manifest in your life as a way of protecting yourself and your own interest. As you do this, remember, every single day, even before thinking about quitting, congratulate yourself. Because it is a day that you have to look deep down inside you and say, I've tried my best. And that's worth celebrating. So celebrate yourself. For every day that you feel tired, don't think that you haven't achieved anything at all. You might not have achieved everything, but you've done something. So celebrate that something, because eventually it will become in the most beautiful energy that you might have encountered in your life. So remember, you are a diamond. You are not just a semi-precious energy. You are more than that. So ask yourself, if you are treating yourself the way you are meant to, as a real diamond, that is shaping his own self, but still, it's a diamond. So honor yourself by protecting who you really are and what you do and give to others. Allow the energy to unfold and the changes to manifest in your life. They will come in the divine timing. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. So if you connected with pile number 2, what needs to be addressed and brought to light, and how can you support yourself? By working with the energy of the shadow and your soul. So you have the energy of need and necessity. Let 2 become 1. Pile number 2, when it comes to your energy, it feels like a really simple message in here, okay? There might be more to dig in inside, but there's one thing in here that I think is really clear, and there's no need to go around the bushes. So what we have in here is what needs to be addressed and brought to light are your needs and necessity. What is in the shadow right now? It's your dreams, what you want to give life, what is important for you. And that it's something that has to be always on the table. Even before you take a decision, the first thing that you need to ask yourself, what am I taking from this? What am I gaining from this? Because whatever you do is not just about receiving, but it's the assurance that you will be giving without a doubt. So you need to ask yourself as well, which is fair, what is important for you? And don't be afraid to ask for it. So when it comes to the energy of your shadow, what needs to be addressed and brought to light is what you need and what is important for you. When it comes to the energy of the soul, the strengths based on faith that if things are not where they are meant to, they will soon be, is the energy of let 2 become 1. You are the light, but you need to embrace the darkness as well. And in here, embracing the darkness just means I have a desire, and that desire needs to be fulfilled. But the question is, do I feel confident enough that I deserve it? That I should receive it? That I am entitled to it? So you might be thinking too low about yourself instead of thinking too high. There's a self-esteem issues in here when it comes to pile number 2, okay? This pile in here needs to make themselves priority. And don't think that when you do that, you are being selfish. You're not being selfish. You're taking care of yourself. So don't call it selfish. Call it self-care. You're taking care of your needs and necessity so you can integrate in your life whatever you desire in other people's life. So it's not just about me wishing well to others, but it's expecting others to wish me well and me as well wishing well to my own self. So it's extremely important for pile number 2 to make yourself priority and allow 2 to become 1. So your soul actually comes with the light energy of bringing peace to your desires, but it feels like your fears are undermining you. So connecting with the energy of need and necessity, considering that we are talking about the shadow, it's important for you to know that night and day exist within the very same moment. Creation and destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you are not seeing the all. What you may see as harmful, another may believe to be good. All is based upon perception. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continued well being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then do not. There is a duality near because there are certain people, they deserve more, but they think they shouldn't. I'm going to give you here an example. It might not be the truth for everyone, but it's just an example to allow you to reach your own conclusion by bringing to the table a different example. Let's say that I was raised under a could be family, or maybe my education was based in you don't need a lot. You just need the basics to survive. There's no need for you to dream to become rich. What you have in front of you is enough. The chances are, right now, you don't believe, you don't agree with this nonsense of I shouldn't have enough. It doesn't represent your reality. It doesn't represent who you really are. Your circumstances forced you to accept it, but it doesn't mean that this is what you really believe in. And now you are in that moment in your life that you're asking yourself permission, let's say, to be happy. We have other examples in here. People that probably believe that you just need to get married because based in your culture, you need to be associated with someone regardless of your feelings, regardless of your wishes. What you come to realize now is that that's not good for you, but you don't know how to come out of it. Why? There is already an expectation on top of your head. So every time you try to move, you can't, because you're always asking yourself, do I have permission to do this? And your subconscious energy is telling you that no, you don't. Why? Because this is the way the energy was integrated in your system. So what you need to do is to override the system and allow your dreams to become your priority and not someone else's dreams. So with the examples that I gave you, ask yourself where you are undermining yourself to allow others to shine. Maybe you were taught to be behind the curtains, supporting others to shine. But it looks like it's not their moment to shine. It's your moment. So there are certain people out there, they are shining because they are mimicking what you're teaching them. But without you, they are nothing. But with you, they are everything. So ask yourself, what could you do if you use your own power on your own self to attend to your own needs? So my invitation is there a change that is necessary for you to outgrow the old energy as a way of bringing you well-being and happiness into your future? Act upon it. And for majority of people, the answer is yes. Because the energy of need and necessity is in the shadow energy, which means you're not addressing your needs. Of course, we always have the opposite everywhere. And the opposite would be for certain people as an example. Do I really need to take care of other people's dreams instead of taking care of my own dreams? No. The answer in this case will be no. You should not be taking care of other people's needs and necessity. What you need to do is to stop supporting them and allow them to be who they are. If they need your help, you can help them, but they should not depend on you. Especially if you yourself, you're not depending on yourself. So it's time for you to start counting with your own self and allow two to become one. So pretty much there is an energy of in here of bringing balance to your soul with your emotions, with your heart and mind. So the energy in here is integrating everything pretty much and seeing things as a whole. That will be the most important thing for you right now. And it is interesting because the item that you chose, okay, let me bring it closer just in case, is all about allowing two to become one and asking yourself, what is important for you? You deserve it. In the same way, someone else is fighting for their dreams and you're supporting them, take a step back and do the same for you. And whoever is around you, if they really like you, they won't be afraid of taking a step back, give you a hand, lift you higher, and together fly. Because it's all about partnership. It's all about I take care of you, you take care of me, and together we take care of the world. And what's happening with this pile is I'm taking care of the world and no one is taking care of me. So in here, it's time for you to be selfish by recognizing that the only thing that you're doing is taking care of your needs and necessity. Although I feel that I've answered the way of allowing this energy to integrate, especially because in the soul energy you have the energy of let two become one, it's important for you to pretty much consider what's missing. But before we do that, I just want to read you about let two become one. Let two become one. Share yourself with the one that you love. Be their best friend and let them be yours. Let your trust in each other be unbreakable and your love be strengthened by knowing and accepting each other's flaws and weaknesses and still loving each other despite them. Give yourself completely, trusting that you will not lose your independence or sense of self, but instead become two halves of a stronger, loving whole. So, pile number 2. Your necessities need to be met in all your relationships, in all your interactions. It's not just about giving, but it's the whole process of giving, receiving, and allowing yourself to be who you are meant to be, a free spirit that can be with others and can be with their own selves as well. So let's see the energy of bringing balance into this situation, how to allow two to become one. You have the energy of wash away your burden. So pretty much for you to allow two to become one, you need to wash away your burdens so you can face your needs and necessity. There's no too many ways of going around this reading, pile number 2. That's why since the beginning I said there might be more going deep down inside your soul. But regardless of what's happening in there, the only way of going around whatever is happening into your life is by you focusing in your priorities. What is important for you? This is how you're going to find out what's going on deep down inside your heart that needs to be brought to light. So whatever you might not think is important right now is extremely important. Everything starts with you and finishes with you. Your actions towards your own self. So pretty much, there's one thing in here that I think is important for me to share, and I don't think this is something from another world. It's clear, it's visible. You can avoid it as much as you want, but eventually you're just delaying it. There is healing that needs to be incorporated in your life. And it doesn't matter the small magics that you do, they don't last forever, especially if you're not a healer. If you are a healer, I don't have too much to say. But you have to remember, what do you call healer? Is it someone that purely dedicates their lives to work with spirit? Or it's you because you have a tarot card or oracle card, you take it every now and then, you communicate with spirit through, let's say, prayers, and you have small insights every now and then. I'm not trying to diminish you. What I'm trying to say is, you might be good in your area, but there is something that doesn't belong to you. And this goes back again. If you are not fully dedicated and trained to heal the soul and spirit, this is not your field. Okay? I'm going to bring you an example in here. Let's say I am a healer. I work with the souls. And on my side, I have a doctor. He works with the body. Tell me, do I really have the capacity of going and replace that doctor in doing a surgery or diagnosing what's going on with the body? Even if I have an idea, I won't be able to complete my job. I don't have the background. It's not my area of expertise. Therefore, I might be able to say, okay, this person did broke a leg, they need to rest. Okay, but who's going to fix the leg? Can't be me, isn't it? This is what I'm trying to highlight in your circumstances. And this will go for people that sometimes are like, oh, just because I saw it online, I'm going to do it myself. I don't want to pay for it. You're not helping yourself because you're not a professional in this particular area. When I say a professional, I will go back again. You do not dedicate yourself fully to the art of healing the soul and communicating with the other side of the world to allow this energy to flow freely and pretty much impact your life. Okay, so if I would arrive to this reading me, even if I am a healer, I would question myself. What am I trying to change? Do I need support from someone else? The chances would be, I think you might need the support of someone else. And maybe this person might be willing to exchange energy with you. They will heal you spiritually and you will do something else for them. Or maybe you won't do an exchange, you will use someone else's service, you will pay for it, and eventually, at some point, you might have to support them as well, because one day they might need you. Okay? Another example that I will bring in here. Let's say, for example, that this work that I'm doing, I want it to flourish, but I'm not good at marketing, for example. I don't see myself promoting and giving myself fully to it. It's like my passion is this. I do my readings. Whatever else I want to introduce, maybe I need support of someone that works in area and is able to bring that light and reignite my passion towards not just doing my job, but bring in something else that is important for me. And that will be the energy of need and necessity. Maybe I'm needing someone that brings the background of public relations or marketing, whatever it is, to support me in changing my brand. For example, okay? But for that, I need to be willing to know what is important for me, how to integrate this energy as a way of me removing my burdens, which comes with the energy of wash away your burdens. As you have moved through life, you have undoubtedly experienced moments that have inspired feelings of regret, remorse, shame, and guilt. You have made promises you have not been able to keep. You have judged and blamed yourself and others. You have burdened yourself with feelings born of acts that cannot be undone, which still bind you to the past. It is time to forgive. It is time to lie down in the healing waters and let them wash away your burdens so you can move forward with spirit cleansed. So, regardless of what I said, if you felt like it's not something that you wanted to listen to, the book is saying exactly the same thing. It's time to lie down, and lie down means I'm not able to work, I'm not able to move. I need to be static in a place to allow the healing waters to pretty much support them, to allow this healing water to wash away my burdens so I can move forward with spirit cleansed. So there's no big deal when it comes to sorting out your spiritual issue pile number 2. You just need to allow yourself to receive support, to bring light to the shadow. As you are able to move forward, you won't need to depend on anyone. Okay? So what I'm seeing here as well, there is an energy of learning to count with yourself for you to be able to move forward freely. Right now you can't do it because the energy of putting yourself as a priority, putting your needs and necessity as a priority, if they're not being met, you're not able to support yourself. So first of all, it's like, see this as a car. You're going to journey, isn't it? You either need a diesel or petrol. You need to pretty much charge your energy. And once you do that, you will be able to move forward till the time that you need to stop again, heal yourself, recharge, and embrace a new adventure. This is the message for people connected with pile number 2. So if you connected with pile number 3, what is the facet of yourself that needs to be addressed? And as well, connecting with the energy of the soul, the strengths that you already have, but probably you might need to recharge your energy based in the energy of faith. So whatever it is, one thing is definitely totally immersed in the darkness, the other energy lives inside you, but you might need to find a different way to work with it. So you have the energy of know you belong, have courage, you were born to create. So pile number 3. When it comes to this energy of the shadow and the soul, there is one thing that's extremely important. You start creating from the darkest moments of your life. And for other people, it doesn't have to be the darkest moments of your life as in something negative. It's like from the unknown, from a place that you weren't expecting or projecting something, there is always a space where something is growing. Pretty much, we have someone with a fertile energy when it comes to creativity, healing, changing your life, changing other people's life. But what you need to know is that you are a leader actually. And this energy of what is in the shadow right now, what needs to be addressed and brought to light, this energy of know you belong is just coming to say, know that you belong among the greatest. You are a leader. You have place. You have purpose. You are special. Do not change who you are just so others might accept you. Do not dishonor your truth by allowing someone else to tell you who you must be. Change made just so you fit the expectations or social criteria of a clique or group does not honor you. You do not need to change in order to belong. You are a blessed child of Gaia and great spirit and belong simply because you are. You are a leader, and I have no doubt about it. So, what needs to be addressed and brought into light is your leadership skills. This is why, when it comes to your soul, the power already lives inside you, but you need to have courage. Courage to become who you are meant to be, a king. So, pretty much, there's there's one thing that came into my thought about furry animals in here, which means probably spirit animals that are guiding you. They might be furry, okay, with this energy of, let's say, it's interesting because one of the things that came in my mind, it was dragon. I'm not sure if they're furry or not, but what I'm seeing in here is cats, lions, um, bears as well, dogs, uh, mixed mystic creatures. And when I said dragon, it's not really difficult because it is in here, pretty much. If I look properly to the other cards, okay, there's something interesting with this pile in here. For all the other groups, this is the cards that came out. We have pretty much almost faces in everywhere. Okay, part of this one in here. So in 6 cards, pretty much only one has an animal. In your one, there's no faces, there's no human faces. It's all spirit animals, pretty much, guiding you, supporting you. Being from the mystical realm or not, they are surrounding you, okay? And they are all coming in here to say one thing: you belong amongst the greatest ones. We were the greatest, you are the greatest. So have courage, because you are one of us. There are times when you feel small, afraid, and alone in the world, but you are not alone. You are watched over and cherished by Gaia and Great Spirit. Know that you have within you the strength to overcome all obstacles placed in your path, no matter how daunting or large they may seem. Have courage. Now is the time to trust in yourself and have confidence that you will overcome all. So, what we have in here in the energy of the soul is someone that is deep down courageous but not confident enough to use their skills to change their life and influence people around them, for example. So, what we have in here is, instead of being guided, you need to be guiding. I wouldn't say too much about spiritual guidance when it comes to yourself. There's no doubt in here, okay? You are being guided, you are being supported by the spiritual realm. So, spiritually, you are being guided by the greatest. Physically, you need to guide others to become great or greater, okay? So, you are meant to work with leaders and people that are rising or are willing to rise from above and shine like a star. So you're reading pile number 3. I thought that probably from all these readings in here, pile number 1 was the only pile that I felt that there was more deep. Since there was a heavier energy when it was pile number 1 reading. Pile number 2 was presenting itself clear. Pile number 3, look, from all the piles, I just feel that your energy just needs to be shaped and released, because you have everything. Know you belong, have courage. You were born to create. So, someone that is born to create can only feel lost if they don't know where they belong. So, you need to have the courage to know that Although you don't know your full story, you have the the thread, which is I am a creator. I might not know clearly who is my creator, but I am a creator. So, as I support others to embrace this energy of I belong somewhere, you will be able to know as well where you're coming from. Okay, so for certain people, it's like you are on a spiritual quest that needs to be moved forward with the physical action. So, whatever you do physically to support others and yourself, it will influence you spiritually for you to be able to have more courage to keep doing what you're doing. So, you have to recharge in the world. What I mean by recharge in the world, it means you are having a physical experience as a human being. Okay, so the reality here is even if you belong amongst the greatest from the spiritual level, they are not in the physical realm, they are in the spiritual realm. As a human being, you need to have your challenges as well. So let's say in your imagination you are strong. In reality, you need to bring that energy into the table. It needs to be seen. You need to show your power. You need to be courageous. So right now, your lesson is pretty much in the physical realm, I need to be a leader. That means I need to give face for the people that do not have voice, or I need to be the voice of people that cannot speak. For example, you are a source of change, pretty much, pile number 3, okay? You ignite the change and you empower or re empower others. And there's another thing interesting that I notice in here. You have 1 and 9, okay? If you remove the 0, let's say that 1, well, 0 will be always the beginning of everything, isn't it? But 1 is the first step, and 9 would be the conclusion. 9 plus 1 is 10. It gives you that energy of the cycle, of the wheel turning. In here we have 14. It comes with the energy of 1 plus 4 would be 5. 5 would be the energy of change as well. And here we have number 50. Take the 0 out, it's still 5. Once again, you are that energy that ignites the change. You are that first light of pushing people so they can move forward. Another thing that's extremely important when it comes to number wise, number 19, if we are all looking about the tarot, this will be the sun, and the 14 will be the temperance. It's all about shining a light into your power and bringing balance into your world by influencing your own life. Because the energy of the temperance is all about, for me, okay, it's all about alchemy, pretty much. It's all about taking your lessons and transform it in something that is useful, not just for yourself, but for everyone involved in this particular situation. For you to be able pretty much to bring balance to these two energies, to allow the shadow and soul to integrate, it's interesting because I don't feel that you need to bring too much effort into it. You just need to be open to it. Because this energy of you are born to create keeps saying exactly the same thing. You are a creator. So don't engage with the end of the cycle. Think about the beginning of a cycle. You are blessed with the ability to create with thought, intention, action, and emotion. Be conscious of your power and aware of what your actions and reactions create within and around you. Cherish this gift and use it in both a wise and productive manner. Create beauty and inspire a desire within others to do the same. Create a future that both fulfills and delights. Do what you're born to do. You are a creator. Pile number 3. I think we have a second message in here. Every time that you feel low, you're not creating. You're not giving birth to something new. It doesn't matter how good it is, you just need to give birth to it. You need to raise awareness that you have the capacity of generating thousands and thousands of ideas per second. It's not even per minute, it's per seconds. But all this idea will be pointing you to a specific direction. So use your ideas to bring life. Know that the reason behind all this, I will say it again, you pretty much have the greatest of all guiding you, supporting you, enlightening you. So you can do the same for others. But the only way of doing it is become what you are avoiding, a leader. You need this leadership to support others to make a change. So pretty much, power for you is important. Not only for what it brings into your life, but it's more about what it will allow you to do. It will allow you to call attention from I'm translating inside my brain. So this power will allow you to be seen as a trustful energy where people will pay full attention by listening to what you're saying. So pretty much another thing that is coming here, you are an influencer, but for the good things. And the chances are you are afraid of being it because you see so much rubbish outside that you ask yourself, am I even in the right place to become an influencer when I see all this nonsense around me? So the truth for you is, regardless of the nonsense that is happening around you, you are born with a gift. The gift of giving life. So do not be afraid to be who you are meant to be. A courageous leader that is able to support others in creating a new reality. This is the message for people connected with pile number 3. Thank you so much everyone for being in here. Looking forward to seeing you next video. Bye.